Previously on Sisters in Stars Hollow. Across from the Horn of Plenty. He's working at a grocery store. How is he going to be smug?
Cheer up, Charlie. Give me a smile.
Very nice.
You could send the whole town after me, but I ain't going nowhere.
So, Dean, you like jazz?
Kissing in the market gives a whole new meaning to tasting day.
Oh, God.
That was so good.
Those lines last time.
So many lines.
Yeah, I love last episode. I know we said that last time, but that definitely is one of my favorites. It just gives you all the fall feelings and the coziness and all that.
And it was really funny.
It was. It was a really funny episode. It was really good.
I have to say, I loved this episode.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I loved this episode.
Wow. Okay.
Wait, are you surprised?
I don't know. I don't know what to expect, honestly. So, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I was just in the right mood or something, but like this episode, I was like, I loved this episode.
Oh my gosh.
I think it even surpassed last one.
Last
for me.
episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about it. Well, before we start, you brought some new coffee.
I did.
Here.
I brought a special edition Starbucks K-Cup maple pecan flavor.
Ooh.
And we haven't tried it yet. We just brewed it, but we didn't try it yet. So we're going to do that
It
next.
smells really good.
It's good.
Toasty.
Yeah.
Doesn't it have a little bit of a toastiness to it? Was it toasted maple pecan?
It did not say that on the K-Cup, but maybe that was what they were going for. I don't know.
Yeah, I like it. You know, it's funny. I tried to have some more of that lavender coffee because, again, I have a lot of K-Cups I got to go through. And it gave me a headache. It gave me such a headache.
Really?
I couldn't even drink it. I was like, oh my God. And now we have like lavender soap upstairs. I can't even smell that. Like, it turned me off from lavender soap.
Oh, no. Like, now you're like
I'm
associating like bad feelings with the lavender smell. That's unfortunate.
But not this. This is,
Yeah, this smells really nice. And I do think it suffers from one of those things that smells more, like you can smell the flavor more than you can taste it.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree. I agree
I guess
with that.
I was saying that was a negative. I guess it's a neutral thing. It's not positive or negative, but I guess I'm just noting that it smells really nice, but then you taste it and it's like, okay, it's good coffee.
It's good. Yeah. What would you rate it?
It's a solid, like 4 out of 5, I think.
That's what I was going to go with. 4 out of 5.
Yeah. It's good.
I like it.
I really like it a
about
lot.
it. Yeah. If I see this out and about, I would get it.
I would drink more of this.
Yeah.
Someone actually just gave me a couple of the K-Cups of this. So I don't even have a whole pack. So this is our sample.
Well, I'm excited because Starbucks fall menu is starting up soon. It might already be out by the time this recording is out. But
by the time you're hearing this, it'll be out.
Yes. I'm excited to try those flavors when those come out too.
Yeah, me too. Do they usually have like new things every year or is it just the same?
I'm not
fall
entirely sure. I mean, there's obviously the pumpkin spice latte. But one year they had it was like an apple something.
Nice.
My friends were like, that's disgusting. They didn't like it. They drink Starbucks coffees. They're like, no, I hate the apple one. I'm like, no, the apple one was so good.
Was it apple cinnamon, like an apple pie kind of flavor?
Something like that. I don't remember what it's called. I should be better about this, but I don't remember what it was called. But it was like an fall apple.
Apple crumble.
Something like that. It really was. Oh my God.
Mm.
So I'm really hoping they have that flavor this year because,
Yeah, we'll see. Again, by the time this comes out,
we'll know.
We'll know.
And if you guys want us to try a flavor or give us some suggestions of what your coffee order is, let us know at buymeacoffee.com/sistersinstarshollow.
Give us all your tips and tricks on what to order.
Please.
Because we'll try it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm really excited to talk about this episode, especially since
Me too.
You're that excited. So let's just get right into it. I'm Julia.
I'm Alex.
And this is Sisters in Stars Hollow, Season 1, Episode 8, Love and War and Snow. The episode opens and we are at a town meeting. Now, I think this is the first time.
It is the first time. I've never seen a town meeting before this.
All right, that's what I thought.
Also, I was laughing a little bit because remember we talked about, I'm like, oh, the cold open is always at the Friday dinner. And now it's not. Like I said, you're like, as soon as I say this, it's going to not be.
Exactly. I know. I thought the same thing. I'm like, and there's
there
no
it is.
Friday dinner. But it will happen again.
I know, I'm sure. But yeah, no, this is the first time I saw a town hall meeting. So I was like, what is this? Okay.
This is a thing of Stars Hollow for sure, is the town meetings.
I love that, like, they're all there. Like,
everyone
they actually
is there.
are all there. It's not like, oh, like 10 people showed up. Like, nope, the whole town is at the meeting.
Comes to the town meeting.
You know, Lorelai and Rory have like snacks, they have popcorn. They're just like people watching at them. Like,
that's what they do. Rory and Lorelai show up at those just to like, for fun. It's like entertainment for them. Like, oh, who's going to fight? Who's going to say what? Here they have hot dogs and popcorn. It's great.
I thought it was great.
So yeah, everyone is there. Taylor is there. Patty, Luke, Kirk, Andrew. Andrew is someone in the town.
Wait, who's Andrew again?
He stood up and was like fighting with Taylor.
Yeah. Is he the one that stood up at the beginning and said, like, we've been waiting for 20 minutes or something along those lines? Okay.
It's like Andrew, again, others out there correct me. Andrew is like a character in the town, but I wouldn't say like, it's Andrew,
like
you
he's
know?
meaningful.
Yeah. But he's around.
Okay.
Yeah, Taylor and Andrew are kind of fighting, and Taylor's like, well, sorry, Andrew, some of us have businesses to run that don't involve peddling drug paraphernalia to kids. And Andrew's like, it was a lava lamp. I was selling a lava lamp. Taylor says, there's no use for a lava lamp unless you're on drugs. And I just so good.
That was so good. I wrote down that quote for sure.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. I don't really know if there's anything that gets resolved with what Taylor is trying to figure out. I don't think that happens. But some other guy comes up to the podium. You find out that this is the mayor of Stars Hollow, Harry. I didn't remember that or know that.
Oh, does he not make regular appearances? Apparently not.
He might, but like not in my memory.
Okay.
Not enough where I'm like, oh, that's the mayor. Because last time I was like, I think Taylor could be the mayor.
Yeah, because remember, we were talking about that because I'm like, is this guy like the mayor of the town? Like he's acting like that. And you're like, no, I don't think so. I think he's just like a concerned citizen. Yeah, so then I'm like, oh, okay, here's the mayor. Okay.
So now it makes sense. He is talking about that this Friday is the annual reenactment of the legendary Battle of Stars Hollow.
Air quotes, battle.
Yes. And this is when they start showing Rory and Lorelai, like, oh, where's Luke? We know Luke every year gets super pissed about this. They're like eating their popcorn, their hot dogs, like, all right, here he comes. He's getting angry. And then Luke is like, oh my God, do we have to do this every year? This is so stupid. 12 guys stood in a row all night waiting for people that never showed up. It's not this battle. It's so dumb. And he's fighting back and forth with the mayor about it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's funny. This is another example of Luke just like hating all the little quirks of Stars Hollow, the little town traditions and things like that.
I'm seeing that now. And again, I know you mentioned that. And I'm like, oh, okay. So he's like, don't make me take part of this fall stuff. And then now he's like, do we have to do this reenactment? Like, 12 people stood outside and no one showed up. Like, why are we reenacting this? Yeah. I mean, he kind of has a point.
He does. It's like, this is so unnecessary.
Yeah.
Who is this for? You know?
That's a good question. Yeah.
It fades to the intro song, fades out. We're at the Gilmore house, and Lorelai gets up super early, goes downstairs, opens a window, and smells the air. And I also love the music that's playing in the background. During this scene in this episode, it's just like, As she's doing this, Lorelai plays a voicemail message from Max Medina. And he's asking about when are they actually going to go on this date that they planned all those months ago or many moons ago? You asked the same question last week.
I did. I was like, what's going on here? I'm waiting for this date to happen. I knew it was going to come back this episode. I predicted it, I was right.
You did. This was a correct prediction.
I get a point.
Yeah, yay. You're winning. So Lorelai is listening to the message. She's just super happy and excited and keeps replaying it. Rory comes out of her bedroom and asks why Lorelai is up because it's super early. Lorelai said she couldn't sleep. Rory goes to close the window. She's like, it's freezing in here. And Lorelai says, wait, close your eyes and breathe. And says, I smell snow. That is an iconic line.
I actually have seen that quote.
Oh, have you?
In the world before, yeah. I mean, I obviously didn't know the context of it at all. But when that happened, I was like, oh, I've seen that quote before.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the I smell snow is very much a Lorelai quote. She loves snow, as evidenced by this
yes,
episode.
She explained it about 10 times in the episode about how she loves snow, why she loves snow, all the things that have happened during snow. And because of the snow. So, yes, I think we all know now she loves the snow, which is great. That's great.
Yeah. She just has this intuition about her. She can smell the change in the air when it's going to snow. And Lorelai says to Rory, like, can't you smell it? And Rory's like, no, I think that's like dogs and high-pitched noises. Like, this is something only you can smell and detect. And this is one of the first times where she says, like, I love snow. Everything is magical. Everything looks pretty. The clothes are great. Everything is just great when it snows. All the best things in my life have happened when it snowed. Best birthday, first kiss, Rory's first steps. And Rory says, okay, so when will it snow? And Lorelai says it'll be tomorrow. And they make plans to get coffee and donuts and stand in the snowstorm at midnight. And that moment just felt so wholesome to me. I just loved that so much. They're just cuddled up on the couch being like, okay, we have this tradition of the first snow, we go do these things together. And I really loved that. It was
really, really nice.
Mm-hmm. Lorelai is listening to the message again from Max Medina, and Rory's like, how many times are you going to listen to that? And she's like, when it stops being sexy. And Rory's like, stop. That's my teacher.
That's my teacher.
Don't be weird.
Respect him. Stop. No.
I have to respect him. Flash to the Independence Inn. Lorelai asks Michelle, how is it out there? And she's very excited about the snow. And Michelle just goes, it's cold and gray like a fat dead pigeon. That's my quote of the episode.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I wrote down that quote too.
It's cold and gray like a fat dead pigeon.
Can I also talk about how the follow-up lines of dialogue were my spooky moment of the episode?
Please.
Okay. Because Lorelai's there like, yeah, it's just Michelle. She's like not even like basically phased at all about, he's saying all these negative things about the snow and stuff. And she's like, we need this. We need parkas. We need all this stuff. And he's trying to be like, you know, some people don't like being cold in a blizzard. And then he says this. The thrilling sensation of getting lost in a blizzard, of freezing to death in the woods, and having to eat your friend's buttocks to stay alive, that is lost on many people.
What the frick?
What the Okay, let's settle down.
That's a bit extreme, okay? It's a bit extreme. I don't think anyone was saying that.
Yeah, no one was saying, what documentaries have you been watching, Michelle? You need to settle down.
Let's bring it down just a level. Just a level
just
below.
Just one notch down in the extremities here.
Yeah, okay. That is contender for a spooky moment, for sure. So, Lane and Rory are at the inn. And Lane is trying to tell Rory how all of a sudden she is now attracted to Rich Blumenfeld. Lane believes he is her soulmate. And Rory is just distracted. She's looking for a chemistry book. She is not really listening to Lane. And Lane is also dressed in a band uniform. Just need to point that out because that's, I guess, important for later.
Want to point out that she's dressed in a band uniform. Okay. Well, because she's in band with Rich Blumenfeld.
Yes, but
he's her band partner.
He's her band partner. So
and also her outfit is commented on by multiple people.
Yes. By Lorelai. Lorelai calls her Sergeant Pepper, you know, in reference to the Beatles. And I think Dean later also makes a comment. But I'm also like, did you have to wear that all day at school?
I don't.
When they were getting ready to do their thing, which again, also, I'm not even sure what they were doing, but I think potentially they were. Yeah, we can talk about that. We can talk about that later. Did you have to wear that all day? I mean, the thing was at night.
Yeah. Like, why wouldn't you just go to school and then change into your band uniform?
You would.
After school? Yeah. Yeah, you would.
You would.
Why was she wearing the whole thing with the hat?
Yes.
Like at the bus stop.
Take the hat off.
You don't need to be wearing the hat. You don't need to be wearing that yet.
So she's trying to tell her about Rich Blumenfeld. Rory is very much not in the conversation. Her head is elsewhere. They flash to Lane and Rory walk into the kitchen. Rory wants to get some Rocky Road cookies. Lane is continuing to tell Rory how perfect Rich is. He has perfect hair. It's thick, but not too thick and has a natural wave to it. So he probably uses less product than most guys. And Rory's like, wow, that's great. What time is it? I need to meet Dean. She's like, not listening at all.
Yeah.
Lane is just getting flustered with her, being like, I'm trying to tell you about this, and you're just like not with it. And Rory's like, no, I am. We'll keep talking as we walk. Lorelai is in there and tells Rory that she's going to be late for Friday night dinner. Please tell my mom and dad that. And then notices that Rory has Rocky Road cookies. She's like, you don't like Rocky Road cookies? Oh. I know who you're bringing these to. I know who likes Rocky Road cookies. Dean. Dean likes Rocky Road cookies. And Suki goes, oh, bringing cookies to a boy? This is serious. And they started making fun of her, but I loved this
the
so
song
much.
that they're singing.
So she goes, dear Dean, these cookies are for you because you're so keen. And Suki's like, oh, Rory's in love. And they're like, love, love, love. Dean, Dean, Dean. Cookies for the love and the Dean and the cookies for the love and the Dean and the cookies for the love and the Dean.
The girls are just like, okay, bye. And they leave and they're like still singing it. And then Lorelai's like, okay, Suki, they're gone. You can stop. And Suki's like, but it's fun. And then she just keeps singing the song. Cookies and the love and the Dean and the cookies and the love.
I love that so much because I am definitely like a Suki in that moment where like someone will be like, okay. And I'm like, but it's fun. I was having fun with that. Lorelai's like, you're on your own. Suki's like, but the love and the Dean and the cookies for the love.
She like goes back to what she's doing. Love and the Dean and the cookies and the love and the Dean. It's like, okay, all right.
I love that so much. Flash to Stars Hollow. Lane and Rory are walking, and Lane is still trying to explain to Rory how she can't believe that Rich Blumenfeld has been her soulmate this whole time. He's not gangly anymore. Remember, he used to be so gangly, and she's trying to explain all these things that all of a sudden it's different. Again, Rory's not listening, but they're still talking about it, and Lane is starting to list reasons they can't be together. Rory goes, well, hyphenation would be a pain. Lane's like, okay, yeah, but he's my band partner, so like the romance would be terrible, and he's never looked at me like I'm a girl or anything remotely like that, and I could never convince my parents that he's Korean. While they're talking about this, Dean shows up, totally cuts into their conversation, gives Rory back her book, and Rory says, oh, did you like it? And he's like, well, I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you. And she's like, oh, you liked it. I knew it. I knew you liked Jane Austen. And looks at Lane and goes, Lane, Dean likes Jane Austen. And Lane's like, okay. Yeah. But wait, what was he reading? What Jane Austen book was he reading?
See. Well, I'm hoping it was Emma.
I feel like we have to look up what I could tell you, but then I have to kill you Jane Austen reference would be because...
Oh, you clearly was referencing the book? With
yeah, why else would he say that? That is a spooky moment. I didn't even have that marked down. Now I'm like, wait a minute. That is spooky moment number 2.
I thought it was like, I can't admit that I like Jane Austen.
That's still, why would you say that?
I don't know.
I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you. That secret will go to your grave.
I don't think that's from a Jane Austen book. Not. I don't know. I mean, I've read a lot of them.
You have. That's why I was asking if you knew.
I haven't read all of her books. I've seen at the very least the movie adaptation of all her stuff, at the very least. And I've read a lot of them, but I haven't read all of her whole thing.
Yeah, so, but there's nothing that like...
I'm looking it up right now. Well, according to Google AI, it's not in any of the books. It also happened to bring up this scene in this Gilmore Girls episode, and it said that he was reading Emma by Jane Austen.
Okay.
That doesn't have that line in it. Like, that's not...
Okay, then if that is the case, this is a spooky moment. Number 2.
I guess it is.
You're right, though. It's probably, I don't want to admit that I liked this book.
That's
what he was trying to say.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, so Rory's going back and being like, Lane, oh my gosh, Dean likes that. And it's like, oh, Rory, you're being that friend that's like getting really obsessed with her boyfriend. And
you're not listening to your best friend at all.
Exactly. Dean sees that she has Rocky Road cookies and is like, oh, she brings me cookies. How can I repay her? And Rory goes, how about a little Charlotte Bronte, Rory?
She's so nerdy.
She's so nerdy.
I love it.
And Dean's like, okay, how about something else? He's like, how about something else? And then kisses her. And she's like, that's good too. And Lane is still just sitting there.
Lane's just sitting there. Like,
so
guys, come on.
Come on, you guys. Come on. Don't be those
you're
people.
Being weird.
Yeah.
Stop.
And Lane's like, yeah, okay, I'm going to go now. Bye. Flashback to the Independence Inn. Lorelai is excited. She says, we have flakes. Michelle, it's the first snowfall of the season. Make a wish. And he's like, get away from me. And she's like dreaming about snow. And she's like, oh, everything changes when it snows. Everything softens. And then Michelle comes over and is like, your mother's on the phone. And then she goes, and then the rain comes.
Yep.
She's on the phone with Emily, and Emily's like, have you seen the news? There's such a bad storm heading your way. It's already starting here. The roads are terrible. There's black ice everywhere. It's just a mess out there. I hate this kind of weather. So anyhow, what time will you be here?
Yeah.
And Lorelai's like, well, gee, Mom, okay, I guess, like, if it's that bad out, like, how the heck am I supposed to get there?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can come tonight. In a strange turn, Emily is like, yeah, no, you can't come. Like, usually she's really insistent that, like, no matter what, you need to be here. But in this case, she was like, no, it doesn't make sense for you to come.
Well, also, Rory was going to be there. So it's not like...
No one was showing up. That's true. But it just...
Yeah.
It was unusual.
Was just like... Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Which normally she's not like that, yeah.
Mm-mm. Rory arrives there and it's like, okay, well, Rory is here. She's probably going to have to stay the night because it's not good for anybody to be driving around in this weather. Flashback to Stars Hollow. We see that the townspeople are getting ready for the reenactment. Everyone's in their uniforms. Luke is out there being like, you guys are crazy. Why are you doing this? And Harry is like, Luke, your father was also a reenactor. And Luke's like, yeah, and I thought he was crazy too. Like, I've never thought this was like a good thing. Lorelai is there and she walks up to Luke and Luke is venting to her like, why are they doing this? Why do this? And Lorelai says, because it's tradition. And Luke has this very pessimistic view on traditions. And Lorelai is all happy. And she's like, well, I think some traditions are nice. You know, birthdays, holidays, taking a walk in the first snow of the season. Luke is like, okay, I've never heard of that one before. She tells Luke about the story of when she was 5 and she had this really bad ear infection and she was really sad and she wished really hard for something wonderful to happen. And the next morning it had snowed. And she always took that as the snow is my present. The snow was the something wonderful that could happen to me. She's just taken that with her throughout her life. And I think that softened Luke up a little bit, that story. Mm-hmm. Luke tells her about how his dad used to be a reenactor and had his own musket. You know, he didn't have to rent one. He just had one. And he loved that musket so much. And Lorelai says, wow, where is the musket now? And Luke says, he's buried with it. He loved it. And Lorelai's like, wow, that's nice in a disturbing sort of way. Luke then invites her in for some coffee. He's like, hey, come on in. Come have some coffee with me. She says, no, thanks. I'm going to go walk around and enjoy my present a little bit.
That's how much she loves snow. Like, she turned down a cup of coffee.
Turned down a cup of coffee. You're right. That's big. This
really,
is meaningful.
Really significant.
Yeah. Pinned to the Stars Hollow High School band is getting ready for a performance.
Yeah, should we talk about what they're doing? What are they doing?
I don't know.
Why are they outside? Inside.
Yeah, were they going inside?
They were going inside. And I can tell you exactly how I know that they were going inside.
Okay.
Because here's another quote that I wrote down from the band instructor.
Yeah.
Do not put your instruments to your mouths until we are inside. Remember what happened to the flautist last year. What? Okay, so the flautist lips froze to the flute? What were they how long were they outside? How cold was it? I have so many questions.
Okay, so apparently this evening was very cold. That is a thing, right? You're not supposed to put, like, wet things to metal.
I guess so.
I mean,
but,
everybody knows the Christmas story. Well, you know.
I know. I know that it's a thing. I'm just wondering, like, I still don't know what the band was doing. Like, why were they all standing outside, getting ready outside to go in to somewhere?
Maybe there was a basketball game happening in the gym.
Okay.
Gears are turning. Okay.
That could explain it.
The only other thing I could think of was, like, this is part of the reenactment. They're going to, like, play a song, but they were going inside the school. So that didn't make sense.
I think your theory of, like, some type of sports game was
had
happening.
To be.
That is a good theory. But for some reason, their getting ready area was outside.
Yeah.
And then they were going to go in during the halftime or something.
Or something like that.
They were, like, prepping.
I don't know.
I don't know. Unknown.
Unknown. We don't know that. We're never going to know that one. So they're getting ready for their performance. And Lane is next to Rich Blumenfeld. Lane is staring at him and reaches out slowly and just puts her hand through his hair.
And then he just, like, turns around and looks at her like, huh?
Yeah. And everyone saw, apparently, that this happened.
Because there's a bunch of people standing around very close to them.
Yeah.
Watched her do this.
Watched her do that. And she's like super embarrassed and just like, oh my God. And then just like takes her stuff and runs off across town.
What's going to happen to her spot in the band for this performance? What was the performance?
What was the performance? What instrument does she play?
Oh, I don't know that either.
I feel like I should know that, but I don't. I'm not sure if that's ever mentioned, but she runs away. Fade 2, Lorelai is walking around Stars Hollow and it's snowing. And who does she see? It's Max Medina.
There he is.
He's here in Stars Hollow. And she looks at him from afar and smiles and just says, I smell snow. The snow brought Max to her.
Like it's
her present.
She knew it was going to be a magical day.
Mm-hmm. And they see each other and they're like, it's crazy. Like we're seeing each other right now. And they're going back and forth. And basically it's like, you're here. You're stuck here. Rory's not here. We can finally go on this date.
Yeah.
And they agree on Lorelai's going to take him around since it's her town. Flash 2, we're back at Emily and Richard's, and we find out that the cook cannot come in tonight because of the storm. And Emily is like, oh my God, what are we going to do for dinner? Richard is very unconcerned about dinner and is just like, we'll figure something out. But isn't okay with not having dinner, so... I didn't love that interaction.
No, I didn't. Yeah, we'll figure something out. Okay. Well, what are you doing about it? I'm just going to read this paper.
And then Emily's like, well, are you okay if we don't have dinner? And he's like, no, I am not. Okay. Well, we have a problem, like, what are we going to do? So I didn't love that. Richard did not love that. But the funny thing Emily says is, she's like, this is a serious problem. These Friday night dinners are the only proper food this child eats all week. And Richard is like, Rory, are you in any way malnourished or in need of some international relief organization to recruit a celebrity to raise money on your account? And Rory goes, no, I'm good.
Yeah. I'm good.
He's like, she's good, Emily. I don't know what you're upset about. But then Rory comes over and she's like, why don't we just check the fridge and we can, whip something up.
Whip something up. Or like, I bet there's something in there we can whip up. Emily is like, whip up?
Yeah.
Like, she's like offended by that term. Yeah. Like, what does that even
whip up? Excuse me? Yeah. They flash too. They're in the kitchen. They open the freezer. They're both like, nothing, not a blessed thing in here. And there's loads and loads of like wrapped frozen meat in there. Yeah. There's so much stuff they can cook. They're like,
there's all sorts of stuff.
Nothing we can have. Where he's like, what about this? And finds a frozen pizza. And I think it's funny too. They're like, how the heck did that get in there?
They're like, we've never bought that ever in our life.
What is this?
That must belong to Anna, the maid.
Yeah. And Rory's like, no, we're going to make it. This will be great. This is perfect for dinner. And Emily and Richard are like appalled. They're like, that is hardly a dinner. That's food you eat at a carnival or a Turkish prison. And Rory's like, no, it'll be fine. And it's like, okay, Grandma, like, can you tell me where these things are so I can like cook here? And Emily like has no idea where anything is in the kitchen.
No idea. Yeah, so Rory's just like, okay, I'll find it. I'll cook it. You guys go back out in the living room. I'll just make this pizza.
Yeah.
They're like, okay.
Flashback to Stars Hollow. Max and Lorelai are getting takeout together. And they're walking and talking and just talking about past relationships and such. And I don't know, I just felt like their back and forth was it's very poetic. Max talks in a very poetic way. And I think Lorelai matches that a bit. It's just graceful. I don't know if you felt that way or not, but
yeah, I mean, they definitely have a certain, I'd almost describe it as a certain like style of banter.
Yeah.
Poetic is a good word. So you want to know something else I noticed since we're talking about that particular scene and their banter back and forth? Like,
yeah,
one of the quirks of how they talk is that like third person thing. Like, she said this. What should I say back? They have that in their banter, and the writers put that into Dean's line earlier in the episode.
They did. You're right.
But I don't think that's really his thing. I think that's a Mr. Medina, Lorelai style banter.
It is, for sure.
Yeah.
It's not a Dean thing. No.
It's not, but they made him talk like that in this episode.
You're right. I did notice that's how Dean said that. I did, where it was like, oh, she brings me cookies. How do I repay her? And I was like, huh.
At the time when I was watching it, I didn't realize this, but as I was watching the episode, I'm like, oh, that's the Mr. Medina style.
Yeah.
And they made his line like that too.
They did.
I think that was almost like a mistake, I guess. Not a mistake, but like it like bled into his dialogue.
Yeah. You're right. No, you're right. That makes sense now. I didn't like put those two things together, but you're right. Flashback to Emily and Richards, and Rory is going through Lorelai's old room and finds pictures, and finds a picture of Lorelai and Christopher. It's a photo booth picture of the two of them from back in '83 when they were in high school together, and she takes it and she puts it in her pocket. While she's going through all of that, she gets a page from Lane.
I didn't know she had a pager until this.
Neither did I.
So...
Yeah, we see an interesting progression in technology a little bit sometimes in the show because they go from like nothing to having cell phones and stuff, you know, so it's like
it was like right in that time when that was happening.
Yes. So there is a little bit of that, which is fun. But she has a pager apparently. So she gets a page from Lane. She calls Lane and Lane is pissed. She's like, Rory, where are you? And Rory's like, I'm at my grandparents. I'm here every Friday. You know that. And she's like, yeah, I know, but you have your grandparents' dinner, you have Dean, you have this, you have that. You're never here. You're never here when I need you. And I need to talk to you about things. Like, I touched Rich Blumenfeld's hair. And she's just all upset because Rory's never around. And as they're talking about that, the phone cuts out because of the storm. And it's like, oh my God, that's terrible.
Bad timing.
Emily comes up right at that moment. And Rory's like, I need to call Lane back. The phone's cut out. And Emily's like, it's the storm. There's nothing you can do about that now. But Emily's like scared. She's like, Rory, you need to come downstairs right now. And Rory's like, why? What's going on? And Emily's like, there's a buzzing happening on the stove and I don't know what to do. Rory's like, calm down, Grandma. It's just the timer. And Emily's like, I know it's the timer, but how do you turn it off? What do I do?
I know it's the timer, but I don't know how to turn it off. Please come downstairs.
Like, and you hear Richard in the background being like, Emily, get down here. You know, they're like all freaked out and scared. It's so funny. Flashback to Stars Hollow, and Lorelai and Max are in a movie theater watching a scary movie.
Can we talk about this movie theater?
Sure.
What was this theater? Like, I actually loved it, but I'm like, this is very, very small town, rare type of movie theater. Like 100%. The type where there's like some couches around a screen kind of a movie theater.
It is. It is. It's not your big box chain movie theater. No. It is the local movie shop shows movies, and we have couches and chairs and beanbag type of environment.
Yeah. I loved it, actually.
Yeah.
I was like, I want one of those where I live.
Oh, you could do something like that. I don't know what room, but you could, like, where you have a projector screen and then like, make it like a fun, cozy.
Yeah, I meant like in our town. That's what I meant. Not like in my house, but yeah, also in my house. Yes.
I thought you meant in your house.
No,
I was like, yeah, you could do that.
You could do that.
Again, I'm like, let's have a movie night.
Actually, though, wait, let's shift this. Let's make that, like, you know, if people make like a theater room, like, I feel like I would want it to be like that vibe. If you had a theater room in a theater area in your house. Yeah, with, like, a projector or whatever, but like with like a comfy, intimate kind of feel.
Yeah.
No, I was just thinking like as a place to go see a movie, like.
That would be fun.
I don't know, like, it's just cool.
Does that exist? Does anyone out there know if that exists in your town or anything like that? Like, that would be so cool to go visit and see. Please, somebody tell us.
Somebody tell us if your town has that type of a place with that vibe where you can go see a film and sit in, like, I don't know, like a comfy, cozy environment, even if there's other people there. But it's like a totally different feel to it.
It is. I love that. And it's unique, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone out there, please let us know, because we will put that on our list of places to visit for sure.
Totally.
But yeah, so Max and Lorelai are in there. They're watching a scary movie. I did find it interesting. Lorelai, I think, is someone that talks through movies.
Oh my gosh, I could never watch a movie with someone like that.
I was kind of getting annoyed where I'm like, stop. Are you scared yet? Are you scared yet? Are you scared yet? And Max is like, you're kind of annoying.
Why are you doing this? Again, with the like intimate theater setting, like there's other people that you're bothering also.
For sure.
It wasn't like it was just the two of them at home. Like they're like in a theater.
That's honestly what I was thinking, where I'm like, okay, again, it's a very small theater. Everyone can hear you being like, are you scared yet? Are you scared yet?
Yeah.
I would be so annoyed.
Yeah.
The two of them kind of joke about it, you know, and she's like, you know, I want you to know all of my qualities, all of my attributes, is what she says. He's like, okay, all right, that's fair. I get it. And then they start kissing each other in the theater.
Which also, you know, in the intimate setting maybe is, it's a choice.
It's a choice. It's a choice.
It's
Everyone's going to see you. Everyone in the
if
town
you're really comfortable. That's okay.
is going to know this is happening, right? Yeah. They were lost in each other, you know, they just didn't care.
Yeah.
Flashback to Emily and Richards. The frozen pizza is ready, and they are eating it for dinner. Emily is like real hesitant to start eating this pizza. And Rory's like, dig in while it's hot. So Emily goes in and eats a piece. And Rory's like, how is it? And Emily's like, whoa, definitely not cold.
Emily's making these like crazy facial expressions like, whoa.
She's like, oh.
And then at the same time, Richard is across the table. He's taking a piece. He's like, oh, this is pretty good. We should eat more of this.
Yeah. It's like, we should have this for dinner more often.
Yeah. This is better than that salmon that keeps appearing. Like, what?
Yeah. Emily's like, that salmon is a delicacy.
Yeah. And then Rory's like, okay, I know how to fix it, right? She's already prepared. Mm-hmm. She's taken out some Parmesan cheese in a cheese grater and grates a plentiful amount of Parmesan cheese over the top of Emily's piece and tells her to try that. And then Emily's like, this is delicious.
Yes. And then Emily takes the cheese in the grater and goes over to Richard and starts grating cheese on his pizza. And she's like, trust me, I know what I'm doing. It's like, you 2 seconds ago had like...
I'm surprised she knows how to use a cheese grater.
Honestly, you're right. You know what? That is a plot hole there because...
This whole episode, it's like, I don't know anything about cooking. I don't know anything about this kitchen. I don't know any tool. She got up and she started using that cheese grater. She was very passionate about the taste of the pizza with the cheese on it.
Yes.
And I also liked the side story about the foie gras.
The foie gras.
Foie gras. I'm not pronouncing it right. It's foie gras?
I believe, yeah.
If anyone doesn't know what that is, do you know what that is?
No, actually.
Oh, really?
I didn't have time to look it up.
Well, I know what it is. It's a French goose stomach.
Oh, God.
The old way of making it is like banned now. And so it's like, because it actually was kind of cruel to geese.
God.
But
that's terrible. Yeah.
Nowadays, like there's ways to still do, like you can raise geese a certain way with certain stuff that they eat, like a certain diet. But in like a healthy, more like non-cruel manner.
Yes. Okay.
It makes the taste a certain way, and that's what it is.
Okay.
So it is considered like a very fancy delicacy thing. Like it's not it's expensive. It's like
foie gras. I've heard of that. I just didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Wow.
Anyway, all that to say that it's very fancy and expensive. And so it was really funny to me that they were like, this is gross. I took it off. Because it is kind of like gross. Like if you're not used to it.
That was a funny story because Rory was like, yeah, we put foie gras on the pizza once. And Emily was like, oh, how was that? And Rory's like, better when we took the foie gras off. So that was funny.
Yeah. Because Emily probably like knows what foie gras is, I would assume.
Oh, for sure.
It's like a delicacy
That's
food.
Definitely something that they've eaten in Europe or something
I'm
like
sure.
That. For sure. So while this dinner is happening, Rory is like, oh, wait, let me go get something, and runs and grabs an old photo album out of Lorelai's room and starts showing the pictures to Richard and Emily, and they're having like a nostalgic moment, reminiscing about different things. They're getting all nostalgic with the photos. There's a picture of Emily's sister. Hopi was her name.
Yeah.
Maybe a nickname. She lives in Paris. And they're like, maybe we can take a trip to Paris and Rory can come with us. And there's a wedding photo of Emily and Richard's. And they're just talking about all those different things. And it's a really nice moment that the three of them are having. And then there's a picture of Lorelai in a beautiful white dress. You find out that that was supposed to be Lorelai's dress for her coming out party, coming out into society at the club probably. Mm-hmm. And Emily and Richard get uncomfortable and start getting upset. Rory's like, oh, mom had a coming out party? And they're like, no, she didn't because she got pregnant and wasn't able to. It becomes uncomfortable and Emily and Richard just like, okay, I gotta go leave the table.
Want to talk about this.
Yeah. Flashback to Stars Hollow. Luke sees the reenactors outside and they're freezing. And I think he's been softened a little bit by his conversation he had with Lorelai. And he goes out there to give them coffee. And at first they refuse it. They're like, no, Luke, you don't want any part of this. Like, we don't want your coffee. And he's like, my dad would have taken the coffee. And they're like, oh, okay. So he's handing out coffees. Kirk asks for some herbal tea. Somebody else asks for cocoa. And he's like, okay, wait, like now I'm taking orders. Herbal tea, cocoa, coffee, different things like that. As he's doing that, he looks over and he sees Lorelai and Max laughing and walking together and kissing in the snow. And Luke is just, he's a little shocked. He's a little defeated. I felt so bad for him there. I mean, I think I teared up a little bit. I was like, oh, I feel so bad. Luke is like sad when he sees that.
Clearly sad.
Mm-hmm.
He was really sad.
He was really sad. And I bet also he's probably like, I asked her in for coffee and like, now I know why she was meeting another guy, even though that wasn't necessarily her plan.
At that moment, that wasn't her plan, but now he's like, oh, this was her plan.
That's what I would think.
So, yeah.
If I was him, I'd be like, oh.
They're clearly setting up a long story with the two of them, as I mentioned before. Well, this episode, they hit you on the head with this.
Except you're making hammer motions. Like they hit you on the head right there.
They hit you on the head with it this time, that they're like, Luke likes her.
This was like a very, very obvious statement of he really likes her and does want to pursue something.
Yeah. Which before, it wasn't like that.
Totally clear. Not totally.
It wasn't.
No.
Oh, in this episode, it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now it's obvious. Before, I was like, oh, it's obvious to me. It might not be obvious to other people, but it's obvious to me.
We're here now. It's obvious. He likes it. Flash to Max and Lorelai are in front of Lorelai's house. And they're walking up to the front porch, walking up to the front door. And it's like, okay, what do we do now? I did not think this far ahead.
She's like, normally I think through these types of things, but I didn't think through this thing this time. So I need to think through this thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she tells Max, she's just like, I don't know if you should come in here. Like, I have strict rules. I try to keep my personal life separate from Rory's life.
This is her house, too. It's not just my house. And I've never taken a man home to this house.
Yeah. So it's like, what do you do? Because he's like, well, have you dated? And she's like, well, I've dated. And I've dated. You know what I mean? I've dated. You know, I've done all that. But I've never dated in this house, you know.
Yeah.
Max is like, well, you know, like, okay, maybe I could just come in for a cup of coffee. You know, nothing weird and funny. Unless you like weird and funny. We could do weird and funny. And she's like, oh my God, stop. And he basically convinces her, like, well, you know, Rory's not here. And at some point, you are going to have to let a guy into your home. And basically is saying, like, maybe I could be that first guy. And so she's convinced. She invites him in for coffee. They start to make coffee together. Things start to get a little hot and heavy.
They don't even finish making the coffee.
They never even get to the coffee. I don't even think they make it at all.
No, they didn't make it. No. They put a filter in, and then I don't think they even got to putting water in the thing. No. They just put in a filter, and that's as far as they got. And they're making out all over.
All over everywhere. They're moving their way.
They're on the steps. And then who comes out of a room but Lane?
Lane is, again, just always there in their house. Like, we talked about that before. Yes. It's like, why is she just always there? Well, she hates being at her house, so it makes sense. But Lane is there, just walks on over and is like, oh. And, then and Max sees her and is like, how many kids did you say you had? And Lorelai's like, 1. Why? And he's like, who is that? And Lorelai's like, oh, Lane, oh my God, what are you doing here? And Lane just like, I don't know, she just runs away, basically runs back to Rory's room. And Lorelai's like, okay, I need to go see what's wrong. I'll be right back.
Yeah, and part of why she was like, I need to go talk to her is because she started playing The Cure.
Yeah.
Which I thought was funny. Like, oh, The Cure is playing. I gotta go check.
I really gotta go see what's happening. So Lorelai goes to talk to Lane, and Lorelai is like, Rory's not here tonight. She's stuck at her grandmother's house. And Lane's like, I didn't know that, and I really need to talk to her. And Lorelai is like, okay, well, talk to me. Like, what's wrong? What's going on? Lane is like, I touched a boy's hair that I really like. Lorelai's like, what's the issue?
Yeah. Like, I don't see anything weird here. Okay.
And Lane's like, yeah, I did it without his consent.
Yeah. I did it without his permission.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, okay, now we're getting some.
Yeah. And Lane is just like, I don't even know what I was doing, and I'm just so humiliated, and I can't go back to school. Basically, Lorelai gives her this pep talk and is like, everyone does stupid things in high school. You know, I got pregnant in high school. People mess up.
And it's how you deal with it and like how you move forward or learn from those mistakes that is what matters, not the fact that you did something.
Yeah. Everyone screws up. It's all going to work out in the end. You're going to have a good life, I promise. Like, you're going to be fine. And Lane does feel better at the end of that. And then Lane's like, so, who's the guy? And Lorelai is like, Rory's teacher. And Lane goes, oh, he has nice hair. Lorelai's like, yeah. Lorelai goes back out to Max and is like, hey, so Lane is going to be staying the night. She's had a really bad teen day and needs to stay. And she's like, I swear if this wasn't a Judy Blume moment, like I would kick her out. But, I think it would be best if she stayed the night. So I'm sorry. And Max is like, no, that's no problem. And is like, can you recommend a good hotel? And Lorelai is like, no, you don't need to go to a hotel. You can stay here. Stay on the couch.
Just
the couch is comfortable.
Right here.
We've got all this stuff. Please, it's a terrible night out. Just stay here. And he says, okay. Max gives her a kiss goodnight. And then Lorelai puts her hand through his hair.
I didn't know how to feel about that. I thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
And then also it was like, oh, that's kind of intimate. Like, he didn't seem to mind that.
Well, no, of course he's not going to mind that.
I don't know. It's just one of those, like, a parting touch of, like, running through your hair as you don't say anything and you just turn and walk away. It's like, okay, I guess. Yeah.
Well, it's funny, too, because Lorelai walks away and you see her face and there's just like I really want to do it right now. Like, I can't.
Yeah, she's like, oh, man. Darn it.
Flash to the next morning, and Rory is getting dropped off at the house. Lorelai hears Rory come home, jumps out of bed, runs downstairs, runs outside to, like, catch Rory before she comes inside, and is like, and Rory's like, you have something to tell me. And she's like, yeah, I've got a boy in the house, but nothing happened. But he slept on the couch, and you know him, and you like him. And Rory's like, what is going on? And so they go inside, and it's Mr. Medina. He's on the couch. Rory's like, oh my God, it's Mr. Medina. He's my English teacher. He's on the couch. This is so weird, And Lorelai is blaming the snow. She's like, it's the snow. I don't know. It was the snow, and he's here. And,
I wasn't thinking clearly, and I broke my rules.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. All this stuff.
Yeah, Rory's like, I don't know how to feel, but I feel weird. And she's like, did he go into the bathroom? I have stuff hanging in there. This is weird, And she's like, I knew you guys were going to date. I just didn't expect it to be here, for him to be here in the morning. Rory goes, do you love him? And Lorelai is like, well, it was just one date. It was a great date. The Super Bowl of dates, I think is what she says. But it was just a date. I have no idea where this is going. And I promised Rory this was like a one-time thing, not necessarily with Max, but just like bringing a guy home. This is not going to be a trend that I'm just going to start doing. Rory's like, well, okay, but you can. I mean, I want you to be happy. I want you to feel comfortable bringing somebody here if you're dating them. And Lorelai, I think, is just really trying to respect her boundaries and be like, yeah, I appreciate that, but also I want to make sure, like, if I'm bringing a guy home, it's the guy, and I'm not just doing this willy-nilly.
Yeah. I think she is overestimating how much this is affecting Rory.
Oh, you think she's being too overprotective?
I think she is. I think Rory's old enough that, like, I mean, okay, when it's like, the unexpectedness of it's like your teacher, that situation,
yes.
That is not what I'm saying. I'm just saying in general, like,
I know. How old are Rory? 16?
Yeah, she's like 16. Like, I think you can have a conversation with her. Like, I'm dating someone. They might be here sometimes. Like, I think Rory can, like...
She's not a little kid.
Yeah. Like, she's not, like, 5. Like,
right.
She's like,
we're going to get attached and you don't understand what's going on.
Right.
Like,
it's that's like... not... Like, I think she's old enough to handle it. Which she kind of says in this conversation. And I was glad
she
about
does.
that.
But at the same time, I think it's nice that Lorelai is still trying to respect her boundaries.
Of course, yeah. It's a nice sentiment. I think...
She can handle it.
That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. So Lorelai goes to wake up Mr. Medina, and we see that Lane is there. She was in Rory's room. Rory's like, I tried to call you back. I'm so sorry. And Lane says, no, I know. I just wigged out a little bit. I got jealous. You have this really great life with all these things, with school, with Dean, and all this stuff, and I just feel like I don't fit in anymore. And Rory says, no, you do, I promise. Basically promises to be a better friend and to be more at her disposal, and says, like, I'll be there 24 hours a day whenever you need me. And Lane's like, yeah, Dean's really going to like that. And Rory's like, well, he better,
Yeah.
You're my best
You were here
friend.
first.
Yeah. And so they plan to meet at Luke's at 2:00 that day to talk about the boy situation, everything that happened in the past 24 hours, basically. And Lane goes, and then Rory goes to walk into the living room and sees Lorelai and Max laughing on the couch and steps out back into the kitchen. And then she pulls the photo booth photo from her pocket and stares at it, sad and longingly, I would say. And the La La music is playing, and the scene fades to the credits.
So what do you think she was thinking about with the picture?
Yeah, so my interpretation of that was like, again, this is just me. I think maybe she was almost longing for like her parents to be together. And maybe that's part of why she was like, I don't know why this is weird, but it's weird because she had just seen those pictures and was like looking at old things. And maybe somewhere in her mind, she was like, oh, wouldn't it be nice if both of my parents could be together?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I was thinking. She was thinking when she was looking at that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It was just like a little bit unclear. Is it like that she misses her, that like she doesn't have a father really, like in general, maybe?
Could be that too.
Or is she just seeing like how happy her mom looked in those pictures and thinking like, oh, I want my mom to be happy like this? That also could
be
been
that. It could be that.
Part of it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Lots of different things. It's like it makes you think. It's like, oh, what's she thinking about?
Yeah, it does leave you on that where it's like, what is her feeling? Right now.
Because she doesn't, she doesn't like say it. She like secretly took this photo and she's like looking at it. You know?
Yeah. I don't know.
But it's emotional.
It is. So that was episode 8.
So many feelings in this episode.
So many feelings.
That's why I liked it so much.
Yeah.
I was feeling all sorts of emotions all over the place. There was nostalgia, there was laughter, there was sadness, the love emotions, like all the feels.
All the feels. It's a good one. It is a good episode.
Yeah. Okay, so overview. Fashion. I didn't bring this up when we were talking about the scene, but my favorite outfit is Lorelai's snow outfit.
Yes, I was going to say the same thing.
When she's walking around the town, what she's wearing is just like so perfect. So she has this black hat with white snowflakes like crocheted into it.
Yeah.
And it's really cute. And she's wearing this black coat that you would think is like a normal winter coat, but it has like the front of it somehow had this like keyhole design in it that I don't know if you noticed.
I didn't notice that specifically.
But there's only sometimes like the way when she was walking you could see it and it just looked so pretty. Like this is like a beautiful coat.
Yeah.
And and she has this light blue scarf just to kind of like pull everything together. I'm just like, this is just a great outfit for what is happening right now. Like everything.
I thought the exact same thing. I didn't mention it either, but I was like, yep, that is the outfit of the episode for sure.
Yep. Okay, spooky moments. We talked about, but I think there were 2 contenders,
There were 2
right?
contenders. It's funny because when we first started this, I had something entirely different because I was like, what could be the spooky moment?
Yeah.
So there was Michelle's line about cannibalism, basically.
People being stranded in a blizzard eating each other. There's that.
There's that. Dean's line
of,
I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you. And then
the third one.
So, again, I didn't think of those lines initially. So I was like, honestly, what the spooky moment is for me is the snowstorm. Because I don't like driving in the snow. I hate driving in snowstorms. And like it's being described as like there's snow everywhere. Cars are breaking down. There's black ice. I'm like, oh, that is spooky for sure. Like I don't want to be driving in that. Yeah. So that was what I had thought was the spooky moment.
I also don't like driving in the snow either. I don't like it. I hate it.
So what's our final pick?
They're both pretty on par with each other, actually.
I might go with the Dean line.
The Dean line might actually win because it's not a line from the book.
It's not from Jane Austen. I thought it was from the book. That's why I didn't pick it up. I was like, okay,
it's not from
the book. So I don't know. And Dean has some stalker tendencies.
Yeah, I know. He really does. Like, there's sometimes, like, he says things and you just kind of, like, you want to cock your head a little bit, like, wait, what? So this kind of falls into that category. It's like, wait a minute. Should we be suspicious of you?
That can
Michelle,
go into our...
You know how Michelle is. Like,
yes.
He's just always saying these, like, dark humor, like, things. Like, it's like, okay, it's just Michelle.
Yes.
Dean?
That would go into our, like, spooky moment compilation, for sure.
I think it would.
Yeah.
I think Dean wins.
Okay. Dean's line, I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you. That is spooky moment of the episode.
Okay, wholesome moment of the episode.
Everything?
Everything. Oh, there's so much. There's so much
I wrote.
The
opening scene, not the town meeting, but, like, Rory and Lorelai, they're cold on the couch together, but snuggling up and talking about their tradition of, like, getting coffee and donuts and the first snowfall and all that, I think might be my pick.
That's a pretty solid pick. Mm-hmm. We can pick that. That's good.
Well, you can have a different one.
I don't know. It's just there were so many.
Yeah.
What I kind of was thinking, which you're going to be surprised at this, but is when Lorelai's talking to Lane when Rory's not there. Because I thought that was very wholesome because I was like, Lane feels comfortable enough in this house to talk to Lorelai at that level of like deep. And like that was really embarrassing for her. And she was like, yeah, I'm going to tell her about this. And like, what do you have to say? Like, what do you think I should do? Like, it just felt like, oh, wow, like this really is like her second home. And like, it felt good.
I like that. Mm-hmm.
And then there's romantic moments. That's also like
the whole episode. I mean, the whole thing with Max and Lorelai. It
was like the whole episode. Max and Lorelai, their banter, everything.
The poetic back and forth. And yes, very romantic. It is very romantic.
It was a great date.
Beautiful date.
Right?
Yes. They had Fiesta burgers.
They had Fiesta burgers. They had this nice stroll through the town. They went to her house and it was just casual and he just crashed on the couch. It just was like, everything was perfect.
A romantic episode.
Yes.
It definitely falls under that category. It was magical and whimsical and romantic and poetic and
Yeah. Okay. And our winner for quote of the episode, is it I smell snow or is it something else?
Okay, was that your quote of the episode?
Not really.
Okay, that was not my quote of the episode. That is the Gilmore Girls quote of the episode. My quote of the episode is something different.
Is it bad that I want the quote of the episode to be, it's cold and gray like a fat dead pigeon?
That's my pick. It's cold and gray like a fat dead pigeon.
Because to me, that one, I know you said that was basically your quote earlier. Yeah. Like, I wrote down a few quotes, but none of them were like, this should be the quote of the episode. It was all like, this was funny or this was whatever. But like that like stands on its own.
It does.
Like,
that's
a quote, you know? I mean, it's that one and it's I smell snow were the best quotes, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know anything else.
Does the I smell snow like come back in other episodes? Like she says that phrase?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Guess it's time for my predictions.
Yes.
Well, we've now checked the box of circling back with Mr. Medina, so that was good. I think next we need to go back to Chilton and see what's going on there. Wait, first, hold on. What is the name of the next episode? Can you tell me that? I didn't look at it before this. Because that will inform.
It will inform. It probably gives it away.
Oh, it gives it away?
I think. But I'll tell it to you. I mean, you're going to watch it.
Okay, well, with me, I didn't look at the name of the next episode. Me not knowing the name of it, I think we're going to circle back to Chilton and what's going on there with the people there. You know, Tristan and Paris and whoever else. What's the name of it?
The name is Rory's Dance.
Okay, clearly clearly I was right, and we're going to go back to Chilton.
That's why I was like, say the prediction first, because this gives it away totally.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So what's going to happen with Tristan? Something, of course, is going to go down with Tristan.
Okay.
I'm going to say that right now. I don't know what's going to go down, but something will happen. There will be at least one scene where something's going on there.
Okay.
And something's happening with Paris. I hope that they're building a friendship, like they're going to be friends, and it's going to like keep going in that direction. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Because that was being a little bit alluded to the last time we saw Paris. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
All right, guys, that was episode 8, Love and War and Snow. And next time we'll be talking about episode 9, Rory's Dance.
Thanks so much, everyone, for listening. And if you enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe to us on whatever platform you are listening on.
And if you like our show and want some more content, follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Sisters in Stars Hollow.
Until next time,
keep the coffee flowing.